Welcome to Light and Shadow. I'm Indigo, and I've created this space so that we can explore and talk about all of the unseen layers that go into shaping us into who we are, like emotions, patterns, healing, energy, dimensions, time, and so much more. And I was thinking recently about this channel and about how I don't want things to be personal on it per se. And the thing about that is that all of the things that I know and talk about have come from personal experience. So I talk about all the things that I'm going to talk about on my YouTube channel, on my social medias as well, which are all linked down below if you didn't come from there. And I also, again, do not talk about them in a personal way on social media. I talk about them in a very broad, general way. And I think I've just come to the decision that I'm going to scratch that for YouTube because, again, all of the things that I know do come from personal experience, and they come up because of personal things that I deal with or have dealt with. And so YouTube is where we're going to share the more personal pieces of it and really get into all of it. So this week I'd like to talk about how our bodies, are machines made to transmute energy. And I was thinking about this because I recently was feeling some undesired and unwanted feelings. And they are things that I would like to stop feeling. They are things that I know are not things that serve me. They're not something that I necessarily even feel. They were feelings that I've picked up because of things that other people were doing around me, and I was allowing it to affect me, or however you want to say that. And so these feelings came up, and I was thinking about them and starting to get worked up in my body because I was trying to suppress a feeling that no longer wanted to be suppressed. And that's the thing about triggers, is that they are not convenient. They never come up at a time where you're like, okay, yeah, I can deal with this right now. Like, okay, no problem. Let me just put down everything that I'm dealing with and deal with this trigger that now is making me want to crawl out of my skin. They always come at a time where it's very inconvenient and you're like, actually, this is the last thing that I want to be dealing with right now. I want to get this thing done, or have a good day, or do this, that, and the other, and like all the things. And the thing about it is that if we try to ignore the feelings and to try to suppress the energy and the emotions again, then it is actually going to ruin our day and ruin the thing we're trying to do and get us all caught up in our emotions and get us all flustered again. Whereas if we just allowed ourselves to stop everything that we're doing actually and figure out why we're feeling the way that we're feeling and allow ourselves to actually move through it, then it would truly actually go away and we would be able to move on and do whatever it is that we're trying to do. And so again, these feelings that I didn't want came up for me, and it was at an inconvenient time, and I was like, I'd really like to not be doing this right now. And I'd like to not be feeling this way, because the thing about a trigger as well is that it doesn't even necessarily have to be real. It can be a perceived trigger. Somebody may not have actually even done what you feel like they did, but you feel like they did. And so, even if you don't want to react the way that you are reacting, your body is so used to doing that when triggered in that way that you're doing it even if you don't want to do it. And so it's a very internal war that you're going through because you don't want to suppress the emotions, and yet you do. And you don't want to feel the feelings, yet you have to feel the feelings to get rid of them. And it's just a big, crazy mess. And so, again, as much as we don't want to feel the feelings, and as much as I did not want to feel the feelings in that moment, it was overwhelming. I didn't have a choice. The feelings were feeling, even if I didn't want them to. Or even if I didn't think that I should be. Because I didn't think that I should be. But I was. And yeah, whether you want to be dealing with it or not, it's going to come up and you're going to have to deal with it. And the thing is that we don't always have to verbally deal with emotions or energy. Our bodies are energy, and they are made for transmuting energy and feeling energy, releasing energy, taking it in, taking it out. It's all of the things. Energy constantly in, constantly out. And so if you are at a place that you feel like you don't necessarily want to verbally deal with the things that you feel, you don't have to. You do have to deal with them. That doesn't mean you don't deal with them. It means that you don't verbally have to deal with them. So for instance, what I did was I started getting really overwhelmed with the feelings, and I instantly felt it in my chest. And I was like, okay, great, there it is. Made me want to cry. Started crying. Felt it in my chest. And the problem is that we usually suppress it. We usually make it go away when we don't want to feel it. Don't make it go away. We have to allow the feeling to exist. So I allowed the feeling to exist. Okay, great. Got this huge pain in my chest. Then all of a sudden it started moving. You don't have to name the feeling. You don't have to figure out what it is. Just acknowledge that it's there and allow it to exist. And if it gets bigger, then it gets bigger. And it hurts just a little more, and you allow it to do that too. And then when and if it starts lifting or moving, mine started moving, you may feel like you are ready to release it and like you're ready to stop feeling it. And what I did and what I do in those moments is simply just move your body, because emotions are energy in motion, and that is why it came back up. It is ready to be released. It is ready to be felt. It is ready to be dealt with. It is ready to be looked at. It is ready to be gone, be released. And so it is ready to move. And if you are doing all of these things and you don't want to deal with it verbally, then you can then move your body and release this energy. Sometimes it can be a small act, like simply shaking your hands. This is what I do all of the time, especially if I'm just in a sitting situation, in a conversation, and I can't just get up and start jumping around and dancing or doing whatever it is that I want to do to get rid of the energy. I simply just shake my hands. Sometimes I'll just wiggle my fingers even. Sometimes, people tap their foot or shake their leg, and that one can be annoying, and it still helps to move and get rid of the energy if you are in a situation where you can't do something bigger than that. And if you are in a situation where you can do something bigger than that, then of course, getting up and just jumping in place, or exercising, like actually working out, or dancing, or running, or swimming, or literally anything that gets your body moving in any way helps release that energy. And doing it when you feel that feeling in your body is the most powerful and quick way to help release that tension and the pressure and everything that comes with it. And I cannot even tell you how much it helped me when I just had it happen, and every time that I have it happen, because that is something that I do a lot. So that is where I'm at with that. Our bodies are machines made to transmute energy, and they are capable of helping us if we listen to them. We just have to know how. Energy is always moving, and so am I. So I will be here next week. If you guys would like to talk again, I will definitely be here to share more thoughts, and I will be sharing smaller thoughts along the way over on social media, again linked down below as well. If anything in this video hit home for you, please subscribe and leave me a comment, and I'll see you guys next time.